Hi everybody, I'm Cory with AMX Realty, the Meals Group. This week I'm with Michelle Castle with Guild Mortgage, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the pros and cons of renting in today's market. Well, first off, Michelle, I've had a lot of people asking about rentals and asking if there's anything available. And the fact is that when you search MLS, there's just nothing on the market.
I'm hearing that quite often too. We get those phone calls as well. The market is really tight, and what we're also finding is it just costs a lot to rent a house that you could buy for a lot less money a month, and that's what people get pretty excited to see and hear whenever they do call.
With that being said, what are some of the pros and cons of renting versus owning a house?
Well, of course, when you're renting a house, you've got the flexibility. I mean, if you don't like the neighborhood or you decide that you don't like the school that the kids are in, you have the flexibility to move. Of course, owning a home is a lot more permanent than that. You've got to turn around and sell it. So that's one big advantage. And of course, you don't have the home repairs that you do when you're owning a home. But that's also a con because you don't get to personalize the home. And, you know, some people like to be in a neighborhood and raise their kids in a home, so that stability is a good thing. So it really, you know, with everything, there's a time and a place for it all. And sometimes it makes more sense to rent, when other times it makes more sense to buy. In a lot of cases, what we find is financially it makes more sense for people to buy. They can just afford a lot more square footage whenever they buy the home versus rent.
Okay. And you talk about it making more financial sense to buy versus renting. Is there a way that people can find out if it makes more financial sense for their situation?
Yeah, there really is some calculators that you can go to and put in, you know, what it costs to rent, and then and then you can go in there and put the cost to purchase, and it factors in appreciation, repair costs. It factors in everything that you need to consider whenever you're looking at the two. And I've got a calculator for that on my blog site, which is just michellecastle.com. You just click on the little calculator tab and put in all of the information, and you'll have an idea which one makes the most financial sense for you.
Okay. And while we're on the topic of financial sense, I've had a lot of buyers come to you and they kind of tell me that getting pre-approved for a home is a lot easier than they thought, and even renters too have told me that. Can you talk a little bit about that? Well,
and we get a lot of people that'll call and they're really in that situation. You've had them call and we're looking at the difference in buy and sell. And not only is affordability a factor for them, but really they didn't think that they had the ability to buy because they didn't have enough cash saved up, or they just didn't think their credit, you know, would qualify to buy. And what they find out in a lot of cases is they do qualify and they don't need near as much money as they thought they did. Whenever you go to rent a house, you've got security deposits. I mean, you have a lot of expenses whenever you go to rent a house, and it's not a whole lot different whenever you go to buy. So you can own your home for less money a month and be out of pocket about the same as you would renting a home in a lot of cases.
Okay, well, great. Well, folks, that's all we have this week for the Meals Minute. If you have any questions, be sure and visit michellecastle.com, or also you can visit themealsgroup.com. Thanks, God bless, and have a great day.